So so you get out, you have all that. But one of the things we're going to wrap up a prayer in a minute, but I want to share, man, you've wanted to be special forces in the military your whole life, right? And having a felony, especially a major felony, that no way. I mean, we came in contact with some really high people that would be like, man, I love him. I think he's great. Oh, no. And you're watching a special forces video or something, and you see a little tag off to the side about a program, and all of a sudden you apply. Take it from there to what this is going to look like, because this is your immediate future coming up.
It is very close. I mean, we are just a little over 30 days out from my first evaluation, and it is almost surreal, because I have had in my mind what I know is a calling, that there was such this gap in, and all of these years that this has been my goal. And then you gotta go to this place in your mind where it was like, people, you gotta know, like, from my perspective anyway, you're in prison, right? Starting at a maximum security, like the most notorious place, and somebody's like, well, what's your goal whenever you get out? 8 years down the road. And you're like, well, I'm gonna get in the military, and I'm gonna be the best possible soldier that I can be. Like, I'm gonna take it to the top. I'm gonna get into special operations of some kind, and I'm gonna go all the way. And then people, you can usually see it on their face. I could usually see it on their face where they're like, has this guy lost it? And was that confabulation in my mind? Was I really seeing that? Who knows? But at least that's how I thought about it.
Your vision, God's purpose.
That's it. That's exactly right, man. So it's like all this time, and I kept that goal in the back of my mind, which was also super helpful for me, because I knew if I did ever want to make it, I've got to be as mentally sharp as I can be. I've got to have the strongest spirit that I can get. I've got to be physically a stud. Like, I've got to put effort into all these things if one day that I'm going to make it there. And so that was really helpful. I applied. I finally found, I've been told no so many times over these years. And like you said, I mean, you put me in touch with people that really got some stroke. And I mean, it was like, it just happened. And I find this thing, and I apply for it. And for the first time, I'm always expecting a no. But I'm always faithful for a yes.
Amen.
And so that way I'm not hurt by that. I'm not hurt by a no anymore. So I applied for this thing, man. And what it is it's an evaluation that, regardless if you're civilian or if you come from, even if if you're a Navy SEAL in the Navy and you want to get in to this unit, you've got to go through this same evaluation. It doesn't matter how long you've done, what you are. You have to go through this evaluation to earn a contract with this group. And I applied. They responded back to me. I thought that they had missed. I really did. Because now I'm having imposter syndrome. You know what I mean? I'm like,
did they not catch the felony box?
Yeah, because you have to, in the initial application, I have to put, any history, any crime history, what it was. And so you're labeling what my crime is on there, and you're like, okay, here we go again. But I got to try. I got to try, right? So I fill it out. They respond to me, and they're like, okay, we're going to begin your initial interview process. Like, we got your application.
Keeping in mind, you're incarcerated still.
I am still
in prison,
in the Department of Corrections while I'm filling this stuff out, man. I'm at work filling this stuff out at work while I'm at my job. And so I'm like, I'm going through all these motions. I'm trying to keep up with my job at the same time. And because it's not like on the unit, I don't have the ability to sit. It's like, you don't have computers where you can sit and do this. I'm doing this on a work phone while I'm working, trying to get this done, and using my lunch breaks and any 15-minute breaks I've got to go through and answer these questions. So they send me the interview. We go through this whole process of trying to figure out, first of all, how to do the interview, which was super cool process, by the way. But I go through this first interview, and I send it in. I send it in to them, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna know if
Sure.
they missed it the first time.
Because you told them in all those open-ended questions.
Every single
Right.
open-ended question that I answered on there was
Truthful.
100% from prison experiences,
Yeah.
because it was like, it was my training grounds.
Sure.
It changed me in
Yeah.
entirety.
Yeah.
I became a new person there. And not to mention, it's the only experiences I've had in my adult life
Right.
have been in prison. So I didn't have anything else
Yeah.
to tell them anyway.
Yeah.
So I made sure that they recognized that. I went through the first interview, and then that's where I was like, okay, the jig's up. They're going to know. They send me my next email that I get back. They send me, and they're like, okay, you've made it to the second part of the interview. You got to fill out this stuff, do these instructions,
Sure.
yada, yada. I didn't tell my family that I was even filling this out.
Sure.
Because you get so tired. It's one thing to go through the battle and get the no 1,000 times,
Yeah.
but getting the hopes up of your family, your
Sure.
friends, stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, I bet.
So I didn't say nothing to them. I get the second interview done. I get it sent in. They gave me a time window of 10 days that I would get either an acceptance or a denial. And I've come to a place where, like, I wasn't even counting the days.
Yeah.
Like, I just let it be. I was checking my email regularly,
Mhm.
because if I did get a response, I want the people that are interviewing me to know that I'm paying enough attention
Yeah.
that when they send me something, I'm going to be there to
on it.
respond.
Yeah.
And these are all these qualities that I built up over these years,
Right.
man, which still amaze me.
Yeah.
And is extremely humbling, the work that God's done. So I get the second email. They send me my response is very simple. This is your first set of instructions with a list of instructions of stuff to say and not to say, or else it's grounds for removal.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Mhm.
grounds for removal. And they send me my instructions of where I got to be.
Mhm.
And my very last thing that I had to do before I was official on a roster. And it was super simple to do,
Mhm.
but I still wasn't there.
Yeah.
Whenever I did that last step, and they gave me basically my acceptance into this evaluation, into this program, I was like, this is wild.
Yeah.
Like, this
Oh,
is,
cool.
it was surreal, man.
Yeah.
It was surreal in the moment.